Hi, and welcome to day 7 of May Vlogs Land to Sea. And I am here by myself because Isaac is doing a motorcycle course today and tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm hoping to get a little bit of footage of the course, but otherwise I am here by myself. And today I am going to share with you some of my stash enhancements. So while I've been in Ontario, I have visited a couple of stores. So I went to the Knitting Loft in Toronto, North York area, and I also went to this lovely fabric store that's in Bowmanville, and it's just a lovely little place, and they have these beautiful third meters that are reasonably priced and always very pretty. Behind me today is the magnolia tree. I'll take you for a close-up a little bit later, but I want to quickly share with you my sneaky purchases. So I will start off with my fabric purchases. So I always say I want to do more sewing. I need to actually get to that. So I did purchase some 1/3 of a meter. So I've got this little stack here. And what I would like to do is I am wanting to put together a pinwheel quilt, and so I picked some colors that I really liked and that I thought flowed nicely, but I think they got a little bit mixed up. I hear the little nut hatch at the feeder while I'm sharing this beautiful fabric with you. So this stack here, I started off with these lovely dark bluey purples, and then went into a shift of the lighter purples into some pinks. I think, as I said, I think I've got this mixed up. The purple I think is supposed to be back here a bit, and then I've got this fun one that has the blue, pink, and purple, and then it goes into the blues with the pinks, into the blues and the turquoises, and then into the turquoises. There's also this white with turquoise flowers. So I will have to remember exactly how. I think I took a photograph. I may have deleted that photograph though. Anyway, I will go through and figure that out. So this is probably 1, maybe 2 quilts of pinwheels that I would like to do. Just a beautiful rainbow. And then I purchased this set of fabrics. It was this really light pink polka dot one that I started off with that I just loved, and I've got it fading into these gorgeous olive greens. So this will also be for a pinwheel quilt, maybe a little bit more, just each row one color. Well, this one, I'm thinking of alternating colors, and I should have enough that I can make some other things with this as well. But I just loved how all of the colors shifted in both of these sets. So yes, I bought some yardage. And then as I was at the checkout, I saw this and I was gone. It is a quilt kit, and it is by Darling Little Dickens, or it's called Darling Little Dickens, and the quilt, I've got bad shadows here. On one side is the stars, and then on the other side, stars with different colors. And then if you want, you can put the I love you more than all the stars on there as well. So it was all in the box, and when I opened this box, it's very much like the the book with the rabbits. I love you to the moon and back, that one. You're all telling me what it is, and I'm not even going there. It comes with instructions, and so there's the front and the back, and then all of the fabrics that you need are in here. So it's got the front and the back, or the front and the back. It's got the trims. It's got a little fabric measuring tape in here as well. And then you've got all of those little fabrics so you can make your stars. So when I saw that, I liked it. This is by Moda, and guess how much I love you. That's what it reminds me of. You're saying, yeah, we knew that, Tracy. Anyway, that was my fabric enhancement, and I'm not sure how I am going to fit all of these on the plane. I actually purchased a flat rate box, so some stuff is going to be going home that way. I've been trying to not buy too much, but I did buy this box, and as I showed you, these fabrics. Fabric store. But I also went to the lovely Knitting Loft in Toronto, and I have not a whole lot, but enough. I went knowing exactly what I wanted to purchase, and I did purchase those. And that was the Merino Yak. And I had purchased 2 skeins of Merino Yak. My paper bag is starting to blow under the swing. The Merino Yak, I purchased a dark gray and then a nice bluey green back in the fall, and I really wanted the light gray. There was a lovely sample of a sock, and I just loved the feel of it, and I loved the colors. And the sock sample, I believe, was this light gray and then the blue that I have. But yes, I've been drawn over to the light side. I've been drawn to the yellow side. I have no idea why, but I also purchased yellow, which will go fantastic with the dark gray that I have and also with the blue. So I'm hoping to mix and match and make some fun stripy socks. I am going to try and grab that bag and put the fabric in it so it stays still. I hope the wind chimes behind you aren't bothering you too much. I love a wind chime, but I know not everyone does, and my mother has lots of wind chimes on the deck here. Anyway, I did buy these 2 Regia Merino Yaks with the intention of making socks. So those will be coming home and making socks one day. I did tell you that I purchased these a couple of days ago, and I did buy some more Chow Goo. I bought a 2.25 because one can never have enough sock needles, and I bought a 4mm because I was even though I've got quite a few, they were on other projects, and I was noticing that I was a little bit limited, and those are the 2 sizes that I use the most. So I picked up 1 of each, and I like the 32-inch length. So yarn that I had intended to purchase, needles I had intended to purchase, and the remainder of what is in here was not what I intended to purchase. But I am glad I did. While I was at the Knitting Loft, I was touching the samples. That's a very, very bad thing to do. And there was this gorgeous sample that was knit in my 2 favorite colors to knit with. And it was the 2nd Avenue shawl, and that's by Amy Miller, and it's a wrap, and it was done in pinks and greens. The sample was by the Plucky Knitter, and I picked it up, loved it. So I may have purchased the kit. So this is the 2nd Avenue Bouquet of Peonies, which is a Knitting Loft custom colorway combination. It was available online last I checked, and it has 5 skeins of the Plucky Knitter Primo fingering yarn, and I'll see if I can actually get the colors right. I believe this one here with the shadow on it is Peony. Ogre is this green here. Golden Delicious is the one at the top here. And then there's Burlap, which I believe is this greeny color here. And then the last one right in the middle is this beautiful pink called Dreamy. And yes, it is. So I did. I purchased this kit, and then when I got home, I downloaded the pattern for the 2nd Avenue wrap. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I really don't enjoy knitting wraps, but this one was so beautiful. I wear them a lot though, so I will persevere through. The wrap itself has a lot of changes in it, so hopefully I won't be cursing myself for doing that, but those beautiful colors will hopefully make up for it. So those were my purchases from the Knitting Loft. I also did take advantage of their sale and I bought some soak for my mom, which I'll be picking up. But that's for my mom. She loves the soak stuff, and not for me. I won't have to worry about taking it home because I have enough soak at home. Anyway, that is my stash enhancement. I'm going to quickly share what I got up to this morning and the magnolia tree, and then we're going to call it a day. At the beginning of May vlogs, I shared with you my progress on my knitting, and this was one of my finished objects. I've got the other half of the sock I had finished at home, and I worked on and finished this beautiful faded quilts sock. And when I blocked it, I soaked it and then I hung it up with clothes pegs, and it looked terrible. So today I threw it in some soak and then I just lay it flat to dry it out, so then that way it will be dry to gift to my sister. Anyway, that is one of the things that I got up to this morning, and it looks a lot better now that it is blocked better. Left it outside so it'll dry faster, and hopefully it will be dry in the next couple of hours so that I can bring it in and reunite the two socks, put them together so they can be gifted. The magnolia tree is starting to have the blossoms open up a little bit more. I thought there would be more, but it's a little bit of pink, which is better than empty branches for sure. You can hear the cedar trees blowing around in the wind. Anyway, that is today's status on the magnolia tree. And I think that it almost looks like it's close to peaking, even though there are some blossoms that haven't opened up yet. But I thought there'd be a lot more. Anyway, there are some at the top as well, and they'll continue to open over the days ahead. My mother actually picked up a new decoration for her outhouse and brought it out here and hung it up last night. So here we are, her new sun and moon mirror that she felt her outhouse needed to be even more decorated.